I think they need a TC. Call it up. That damn boy do some things.
Right there, man. Frederick Douglass first sat in that motherfucker. I got.
We was barbecuing one time and somebody was like, man, this shit good. What's cool? I said, yeah, it's number 20. Yeah, that's like, what? I'm like, yeah, it's number 20. Shit, we started that help us shit last year.
Next project that I'm supposed to be doing this year, we put a deck back there. Put a big old L-shaped deck back here.
We end up going to his shop. He popped up in the door to his shop. I look at his shop. You know, people had their families on it.
Yeah.
All them kids mixed. I'm like,
yeah.
I ain't the only brother out here, man. Nobody out here doing work.
Now, I will tell you,
cool as hell.
the one thing about Missouri, there are some areas.
You ain't supposed to go to
Richwoods, brother.
Where that's at?
Richwoods, it's down 44. It's near, I think, past St. James.
Okay, that's St. James is a few extra past
Yeah, there's a few. Richwoods.
I was finna get a property in St. James.
Richwoods, put it like this. I'm gonna tell you something. Years ago, my partner, he got about 80 acres in Richwoods. And this is before you had GPS, you know. So every year he would have hunting parties, they all drunk. So he just go down there and get drunk, you know. And we go down there, and he drew out this little map, how to get down to his house, you know. But like I said, we ain't had GPS. And it's like me and a couple other black guys from work. He was like, you know, Mike was cool. He said, listen, Cap, let me talk to you. I said, what's up, man? He said, listen, let me talk to you. When you come down there, it's fucking hilarious. He said, if you get lost and it gets dark, do not knock on nobody's door asking how to get. He said, I tell you what, just go back home and come back tomorrow. Come back the next day. He says, I am not lying. He says, dude, these people down here scare me. He says, you know, and I love being in the bars. He says, I'm in the bar down there, man, and I had to get up and leave. I said, say less. I got you. I'm like, you know, I said, he pretty much was putting it, and I'm like, I appreciate you, man, for this, you know, like set me up. Let me know, man. He said, these people down here, and now when I realized when I went down there to help him chop wood one day. One of them, you know, a tornado came through. We probably had 10, 15 trees knocked down. They're like, look, man, there's some firewood. Come on down here. We're going to have a basically cutting party. You cut whatever you want. You take it all home. Right. And that's what we did. I'm on my way down there, man, and following his directions, turn on this little road. I hit this road, and it's like gravel. And it's like big gravel. My truck was just driving sideways. And I'm like, okay, this is somebody. We just cut through somebody's field. I'm on this mud for like 6 miles.
Yeah.
I passed a post office on this road.
Yeah.
And I've seen an old fire truck, and it was like one of them old from like 1950s with an open cab, like the front drive, like it was convertible. Yeah. And the hoses was all flat and dehydrated. And I'm like, that's a fire? It was like a volunteer fire department. Yeah. So it's like, man, your stuff better not burn down. You screwed.
Right.
You know. And then I seen a dude riding an ATV. And he had a shotgun on the back of it.
Oh yeah, that's normal.
And I'm like,
when we go ride the 4-wheeler, we put the chopper on. I wear the chopper, my son wear the AR. You know what I'm saying? We go ride out. That's how we ride.
You know how when you going on these roads in Missouri, and you go like a certain direction, you're like, okay, they got the big like somewhere there's a Toyota plant. They make engines in Missouri. So there's a little bit of there's money. Right. There's money to change hands. You know, there's chicken plant, egg plant up in Hawk Point, you know. There's money up there. When you go to Richwoods, there's nothing down there, dude. Mm-hmm. Them people are dirt poor. Yeah. So, deer season, brother, them deer is this big. But them jokers, when they see a deer, they kill it. They need to put meat in the freezer. And they are now waiting on those.
And then out there, because out here they say, when you got enough land, ain't no such thing as deer season.
Right.
You nigga, you can hunt when you want.
They hungry. They need meat in the freezer.
Just don't tell nobody.
They dropping it.
And then most of them know how to butcher a deer themselves.
Right.
Yeah. So they don't have to take it to no process. When I knocked my first deer down, the dude who took me, he killed the deer too. We took mine to G&W. We took his back home to his house. He hung that bitch in the garage, pushed it down, and he showed me. I got all pictures and video. He showed me how to butcher that bitch all the way down. All the way down.
That's another skill set.
I'm talking about all the different cuts, the back straps, all the different cuts. Show me how to skin it. First, show me out there when we kill it. It's just how to even how to gut it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he taught me all that.
So have
shit.
you gutted?
Not by myself.
Okay.
No, I ain't for one. I ain't caught that many deer.
No, I ain't. You see where I'm at with all my stuff. I'm trying to get there.
Yeah.
But that's just it. As black men, most of us don't
know how.
We don't even know how to feed ourselves, man.
Right.
We don't even know how to grow nothing.
All bad, bro.
Niggas gonna hit the grocery store, and when the grocery store empty,
Bro,
it's over. Niggas hitting houses after that.
They got no choice.
They got no choice. Because niggas don't know how to grow shit, don't know how to hunt, don't know how to process the meat. And we don't even know how to preserve the meat, bro. Like, I had conversations with my granny and shit. Because when they cut this electricity, what we gonna do? We ain't got no refrigerator, deep freezers. I talked to my granny, and she schooled us on how back in the 30s you could do that. Or they'd dig a pit in the ground, like 6, 8 feet deep. You take the husk off corn. So when you growing corn, take the husk off corn, line that shit with corn husk. You can put meat in there, put corn husk over it, put dirt back over it. That shit will stay good for months. For months underground.
I seen them preserve
natural refrigeration.
I seen them chicken and beef in mason jars, literally on the shelf, no refrigeration.
And is it salted? Is it salt in there with it?
I'm not sure how they do it.
I'm not sure. Yeah, like you say, you can smoke it, because then it'll last longer after you smoke it. But then I've seen people do that and put salt. Salt is a natural preservative.
Yeah, for sure.
So you put salt on there, naturally preserve that shit, man. And this all the shit we gotta learn. You know what I'm saying? Just how to be self-sufficient.
Like even down to just skinning around.
Small.
You get hungry, man.
I'd be putting them chickens if I wanted to.
Exactly, yeah. You should even.
You know, right. It's sad. We was hungry. We're like, man, good. Doggone food walking around in front of us. We can't even do that with it.
You heard
me? You know what I mean?
Like a monkey.
Yeah.
We just hungry like a
good, man. We'll do it and do it
like,
fuck it all.
We a fucking heat up.
I don't know, man.
You'll go to gut it and hit the shit bag and all that shit. Fuck the meat up. You know what I'm saying?
You kind of got a taste of that with COVID, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? What you can do when you couldn't go to the grocery store.
Can't go out. Yep.
Can't go out.
That was a test run.
No toilet paper.
Test run. Yeah, no toilet paper. What you gonna do? Shit. Good shit for granted.
Yeah, but it's a conditioning too, because when I went to the store during COVID, they said ain't no meat. Nigga, it was whole turkeys. It was freaking turkey wings.
They just want packs of chicken wings.
Right. And but the thing is, right, that's a problem. You got all this. I'm like, it's hella meat in here.
Yeah.
It ain't no pork and it ain't no chicken, pork, and beef.
Yeah, no steaks.
But it's hella turkey.
Yeah.
And turkey parts and stuff like that. Like, that's food right there.
Absolutely.
You condition
it.
Yeah.
But where the stuff in the quick thing is already cooked and I can just take it home and put it in the microwave.
That's what people want.
Right.
Yeah.
Nah, you're going to have to work for this food.
Gotta work for the food. You gotta know how to raise it, how to catch
got
it.
away from it. Like when I was in school in junior high, we had home economics, you know. We had the cooking class in there, man. They taught you how to sew. Yeah. You know, but realistically, shop class, that's how I learned how to work on cars.
I learned how to build circuits.
We should learn how to manage the checkbook.
Yeah,
we should learn how to grow stuff.
Yeah. Cultivation. You know? That's one of the biggest things that I say. Yeah. Like, really, school to me, I think for these kids should be how to teach them the basic skills of life that you really use. Fuck calculus and fucking geometry.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Anything after 6th grade, you do not fucking
You don't even use none of that shit.
You can go to 6th grade and be done with school.
Really, you can.
Yeah.
So all I know is everything from 6th, and that's it.
For real.
I'm doing okay.
I think they need to teach these children how to do cultivation, how to butcher different animals, how to hunt. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, even technological skills like money management skills or how to trade stocks and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the shit they never taught us. Yeah, we really could be using that shit to gain wealth. But they didn't teach us that shit. But these white people in school, they know that shit.
About taxes, shit like that.
Shit like that.
Credit cards, credit.
Real
credit.
credit. When they got a real estate period, when I was in real estate school, told me, he said 85% of some y'all gotta know for this test, you would never use.
That's crazy.
He told me from Jump Street, you would never use.
And that's part
so
of the
$2,500 I used to go through them courses, and I took this big 177 question test that you gotta pass it. And that stuff on there is simple freaking crap. You guys know how to buy a house, so I want to sell a house.
Yeah.
I'm the middleman.
Right.
The paperwork is saying that you want me to sell it to you. Okay, I get a percent of it for what it's sell for. Done.
See?
And out of all this, now he did do one thing, it was unique. He taught us in depth, he was a white man, about redlining and the problem that real estate was when it comes to black people. And we had a black lady in the class, like, excuse me, professor. I mean, this stuff is good. She a seasoned 20 years in the game. Oh, the black lady. You talking all this stuff, I know, but can we kind of move forward?
What?
Like, I'm like,
This is knowledge.
This
I
is
need
knowledge,
this.
and this is
Game
a
right
white man
here.
giving game about why it's important for white people to not redline against black people, and the history of Missouri and real estate, how it was stacked against black people. And you can say, who conditioned?
Gentrification.
Yeah, bro.
Gentrification.
And it was a black woman saying, "Can we move past this?"
Wow.
How crazy!
See,
is this?
ignorant in the mind. You
Man.
ignorant and don't even want to know more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's funny that you
Getting on her
mentioned that,
nerves.
though, man,
Yeah.
because
Try to teach me something.
listen, years ago, man, when I got my first ticket, speed ticket, and I had to go to, driving school. In driving school, it was the chief of Rock Hill Police Department, white dude, and I'm like, man, I just got to go through this, dude. That's why I literally first learned anything about laws, that what rights I actually had.
Wow.
The police chief, he didn't have to give us this knowledge. He was the one that actually told me about consent searches and everything, and he explained how the police is trained to ask you questions in a way where like they sound like they're telling you to do something, but they literally have to ask you.
Yeah.
And you have a right to refuse certain
Right.
things. And before that, you just didn't know. When you got pulled over, you just thought, man, it's us against them. You didn't know you had rights.
Didn't know you had right.
And this was a white dude from Rock Hill telling us
Put
this.
y'all on the game.
He said, now if you just don't want no problem, you could just let them search. He says, but you don't.
The cable on there, G.
They don't have a right. They have to ask you.
The cable on there.
You have to get consent. And I
Put it over there. Yeah.
now you see that stuff all the time on the internet, YouTube, and all that TikTok.
Right.
They see all what you call them, the First Amendment auditors and all that doing that kind of stuff. But this was like the late '80s.
I saw a video
God
where
told me.
it was this dude, he didn't have a license, and the cop was like something like, you can't operate a motor vehicle without a license. He's like, I'm a traveler, I'm traveling. Like, he never
traveling,
said
right.
driving.
Right.
He said, I'm a traveler. He said, the Constitution, I can travel freely anywhere I want to. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it's just in the wording too. You know what I'm saying?
But you have to be really versed.
Versed in it. He was
Because
versed in it.
they'll try and catch you up on that.
Because old boy said, I'm a traveler. He
But
said,
it does work.
You're one of those people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Constitution.
She bust open any of that food to get it on the grill and shit.
What's up now?
She's just making sure it's cool for her.
Oh, yeah.
You need it. Where's it at though? She didn't know where it's at.
No, already.
Oh, you got.
The only thing I ain't have in there, potatoes.
Do your thing.
Oh, yeah, the potatoes.
Yep, she got everything for you?
No, I'm gonna cook them burgers.
I was
Right
gonna
quick.
do baked potatoes.
I mean, you do on the grill too.
I'm gonna do the burgers on that little gas grill.
Kevin said he gonna do
Yeah,
the burgers.
that way you can do all the other stuff. I just do these burgers on the little grill I brought out.
She firing the big grill up. There's
That's
space on there. You want to put them on there with us?
Oh, that high heat, man, get them done fast. You couldn't corn and chicken. Chicken can't have that same heat.
Yeah.
No. You take care of the rest of the. I do the burgers. That way you gotta.
We appreciate
reclean
what
the
you are.
grill
We
and all of
appreciate
that.
what you
I
are.
already dragged it out here. It's already set up. It's already ready to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
We won't round and get in trouble. Overworking the queen of the,
Yeah,
of the
that's right.
establishment, brother. Respect the queen, brother.
So Ron, he tell you trucking.
Yeah, dump trucking. Yeah.
You got your own truck?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
I saw your
well,
hold on.
trucks you got?
I saw your advertising on Facebook,
What's your name of your business?
and then I was thinking about you.
Yamo excavation.
Yeah.
I got my cards on me. I give you a call, but
you got anything
we
else?
bought our
going?
first dump truck in January,
I'm gonna need your help. Maybe your son.
and that dump truck just got shot at actually last month. I'm shopping for a new truck right now. I just went down to Memphis this week or last week. earlier this week shopping for a truck. I ain't see one down there I like, but it's promising. I think I'm gonna find me a good truck this week while we on vacation. I'm gonna find me a truck because it's an auction that gave me a line of credit financing to use on their auction. Iron Planet and Richie Brothers.
I'm already registered with them.
Yeah.
So
they got an auction coming up this week in Houston, Texas.
JJ Kane.
Yep.
I bought stuff.
All right, so what do you do with the dump trucks?
See, we running contracts in St. Louis. We running contracts for Millstone, Weber. I've been running under Pace. So we've been working on like the Lambert Airport.
So what you do? Just hauling rocks or what?
Hauling dirt, gravel,
you do asphalt?
big rocks. I haven't did asphalt. We've been doing batch because we've been doing a lot of the runways and that 270, all that project on 270.
Yeah.
I've been working that whole project.
Loving that.
So batch is like the concrete.
Yeah.
That's
They
why.
actually use dump trucks to move that shit, not concrete trucks.
Yeah. How do they do this? It's like a dry mix concrete?
It's like a wet concrete mix that they dump it into the dump truck.
Wow.
Now they got on the dump truck we had to get put on there was called batch latches. So that screws your gate in tight. So it won't let that shit leak out.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? So we pull up to the batch plant, pull under the thing, they dump that load of batch in there, we pull up to where they laying, like all them highways on 270 that they redid. I've been doing that shit. So they got a machine that lays it.
So you've been running 2 trucks, now you down to 1 or what?
No, we only had 1 truck. That 1 truck went out.
Gotcha.
I gotta buy a new truck. Yeah, it kind of fucked me in the game.
Yeah.
We've been down for like a month.
Damn.
Yeah, hurt me. But I'm finna bounce back. I'm bounce back strong for the end of the season.
I know exactly.
Because my plan was this was gonna be my second truck. Soon as we got started, like, we could go start looking for the second truck. The first truck went out. It's like, golly, man. I mean, literally just not even a month ago. So, but man, I mean, I love it. I found my lane with that. I found my lane with that dump trucking, bro. It's big money.
Yeah, sure it is.
Big money in that dump trucking, bro. I'm talking about, man, we done cleared like 8 vans a week.
Nice.
Like 8 a week. You know what I'm saying?
Good.
I thought you were going to be available because of all the 270 work. Because on the outer road right there in front of the condos, they've been pouring asphalt.
And we got all certifications. We minority, we MBEs,
Okay.
we WMBE because I put the wifey on.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? It's a woman-owned business.
That's
I
a
put
cheat
her
code.
at
That's a cheat code with that, bro.
51%.
Yeah,
You
that
know
women
what
are
I'm
already
saying?
cheat code.
So
All you need is a Mexican, that man.
Straight up. We all the way.
Right,
So
that
that
gets
we
you access to
certified,
the government contract too.
and then we can get in government. So when I get more trucks, really this, like the immediate plan is right now, this first year I ran under a broker, but he's the one that actually got the contract with Millstone Weber, with Pace. So I'm running under that broker right now, my first year in.
Are
So
you helping his diversity profile?
This a black-owned company.
Oh,
Anyway.
okay.
I don't think he got no white boys working for him.
Okay. So it didn't even matter.
It didn't really help him.
So let me ask you this. So with your truck going out, how does that affect you? Like far as, because I mean, are you obligated as far as contract-wise to have some shit going in and out? Or what?
I'm not obligated, so it didn't fuck me where I'm like breaching a contract. Because he's the one, the broker that I'm running under, he's the one that got the contract with Millstone. He's the one that's obligated. And so as soon as my truck went out, I just let him know, damn man, my truck down. So all he did is let them know, hey, instead of 12 trucks, I only got 11 trucks. You know what I'm saying? It don't hurt him at all. You know what I'm saying? It's hurt me just because I'm not my own money. Now, had I had 2 trucks running and 1 truck went down, then I would still at least have 1 truck out here making money. That's where we was almost at. Then the first truck shit on us. So
how much was it for the other truck to get back up and rolling?
Man, too much. That's why I said fuck it. It was just a wash. Just get a new one, man.
I'm still a dump truck, right?
Yeah, we get a better one this time. Cause see, our first truck,
That never see that coming.
My mindset with that first truck was to cash out. I was just so set on I don't want no truck note. I just cashed out on the first truck.
Yeah.
I found the truck this white boy said he wanted 25 bands for. I worked in the 22,000 thinking I made a good deal.
Right.
I got a dump truck for 22,000. All right. Well, shit, from February to last month, I put 20 grand into the truck.
Damn.
Every fucking 2 or 3 weeks, something was breaking on the truck. I gotta fix the truck. Now while I'm fixing the truck, it's not making money because it's in the shop for a week at a time. So now I'm missing that 5, 6, 7 bands while the truck ain't making money and I gotta pay more money. Well, I'm thinking back on them conversations I talked with the OG, and he was telling me in December, in January, he said, listen, young buck. In this dump truck game, you gon' pay money every month, one way or the other. Whether you buy a new truck and you finance it and you pay that car note every month, or whether you get an old truck and you keep repaying it every month. I said, all right. But I was so set on not having a truck note that I said, fuck it, I'm going to cash out on the truck. I paid $22 cash for the truck.
Now
Uncle Elroy paid cash.
It didn't come with a warranty because I cashed out on it.
Elroy.
On my new truck. Absolutely.
Not just that. But you're gonna be able to lease, you might have a warranty, and you can write that shit off. So.
Absolutely. So now
Uncle
I'm
Elroy
into it.
paid
That's why
cash.
this time,
I was thinking
Uncle
Elroy.
That's 25 bands instead of me trying to cash out on the truck. I'm putting that 25 down on the truck. Finance. Now I'm getting a $75,000 truck. It's a lot newer, like a 2015.
Warranty on that sucker?
And it comes with a 90-day warranty. And
that's wear and tear, man. Them trucks gonna be rough on it.
Because this dump truck is hard on the dump truck every day. I mean, some loads I was getting, they call you picking up 400-pound rock. And I said, why they call it 400-pound rock? When I got to the quarry, each rock 400 fucking pounds.
I knew it.
I knew why. Man, they scooping them big ass rocks, literally as big as a table, dropping that shit in my truck. Boom, boom, boom. I'm talking about, I'm feeling each turn. By the end of the day, I look at my bed, man, that motherfucker fucked up, big ass dents all in my truck bed. I had to go that day. I had to buy new steel. I paid $1,100 to go buy steel. Had to pay the welder. I found $500 to weld the shit all into my truck. So here I done put $1,600 one day. I didn't expect that 16, but I had to repair my truck bed. Had to put that shit in. Now I could take 400-pound rock, but it's like, damn.
Let me stop. Just that point right there. You teach your son, or you have your son take trades.
Right.
They got welding at tech schools. That right there. Like you said, he brought. If especially you got an extra truck, take that one down.
Yeah.
Son, I'm gonna have some metal delivered.
Yep.
Clean that bed up, get that bad boy back together.
And get it
You know
together.
how much money he gonna
Save
save?
$500 on that. And you know what's crazy?
Man.
The day after I did that, my neighbor across them woods, he ended up riding with me on the job site the next day. Well, maybe 2 days later. And then I was telling him, man, I just had to go do this and that. He said, hey, man, I got a fucking TIG welder in my fucking shop, man. You could have just came right over. We could have did it. Damn. Like, man, this conversation 2 days late. I could have saved that $500.
We don't know. That's not general knowledge.
All kind of,
Every
they
trade.
have all the trades. Right?
They know every trade.
They have all.
Every trade.
Whether they do it or not, they know that shit.
Because they do it themselves.
And you make the extra money too when you're recording yourself as a black-owned person who do that shit.
Right.
Bro, recording that, doing YouTube shorts on that.
Yeah, you
see
can.
you in asphalt trucks and all that.
Right.
You making money off that.
I need to do that.
Bro, but
I
they
need to
YouTube
do that.
money.
I thought about
that YouTube money and doing them daggone recording yourself.
I need
bro.
to.
Oh,
I be telling my son.
I'm glad I got the
same
first
thing.
one on YouTube though. Soldier boy. Soldier boy.
Now my mom.
No, go ahead.
My mom is 70 in her early 70s.
Right.
She
I'm straight right
can
now.
food, she can sew, she can make all, she do all this stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there thinking,
Yeah.
I got all this knowledge right there in front of me. Why ain't I documenting?
Gotta soak this up
Just having
so you don't forget it or let it
Put
go.
video in it, like you said.
Let me
Put
get
it out there
let me
because people don't
Yeah, me
know.
too.
And like it or not, that's this generation now.
Brother.
You're not going to get the whole world to go back to everybody knowing. They're going
You
to
not.
Google it. They're going to
Bro.
search engine it. But if you put it out there, you can, not
You could always go back to it
capitalize
Well,
from it.
content
and make money from it.
Of course, they know with the podcast content
What's up, son?
is where the damn money is.
Good.
Record that content is when. And look, I was doing that crap with my radio show
chair over and
15 years ago. Just recording my interviews, putting on freaking YouTube.
That wheelchair.
And that's why I do my reels on Instagram and Facebook because I'm monetized. So just a little reel I'm gonna do.
Now, we was just saying, bro, if
We
we
got the
would have been
perfect phone.
recording the shit,
Got the perfect
just the
phone.
conversations, just the kicking and the chilling, dog, back in the day, bro, we would have had that presence of mind to record that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Just think it's right. As being, because
Moguls out here,
no
bro.
matter
You
who
know
you
what I'm saying?
are, all kids gonna go through a knucklehead phase.
That's a fact.
But imagine being a knucklehead that has some vision.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
That
saying.
eventually, while we get done doing all this dumb stuff. This is what we're working for. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that.
That's a fact.
Right.
That's the thing we don't have. A lot of us fall off, you know, and man, you get something real stupid, he locked up.
Right.
The dope thing is though, we still young enough to do the
To
stuff.
make it- absolutely. It ain't too late.
To do it.
It ain't too
The
late.
generation behind us, man, they feel like there is no tomorrow. There's nothing to live for. They don't even see themselves doing anything. So they don't care no more.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't trying to do nothing. They don't.
No ambition.
They don't
No
see
ambition,
nothing
yeah.
past what they doing immediately.
Hey, look,
That's
you
the
call us
problem.
like a Ronnie Ranch and do it quick. Hey, this is my cows. No joke.
Right.
No joke. This is content. Name the damn cow. This is such and such. This is such and such.
Yeah.
This is such and such. Y'all say hi
Hey.
to my cows.
Hey,
Yeah.
this is
Such
such
a
and such.
run and run
Hey,
and run.
this is such and
Right.
Yeah.
And
Bro,
then
here's
next,
the views,
oh,
though.
yeah.
No,
Part two, bro. Part
This is
two.
such and such.
Go in the deep freezer. I was showing people before they came over.
This is Bessie. She got
Some people came over, and that's funny. One of my cows named Betsy. But shit,
You gotta
we
have
was
a cow
eating something.
named
We was
Betsy, that
barbecuing
means.
one time, and somebody was like, "Damn, this shit good." Won't you want?" I said, "Yeah, this number 20." They was like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's number 20." Shit, we slaughtered that heifer shit last year.
Look, cause content and like walking shit is my brain going that shit.
Yeah.
You name cows after somebody popular.
Mm,
Like,
okay.
Listen,
Dolly.
we got freaking Jay-Z right
Dolly.
here.
Yeah,
Beyonce.
that
This
Beyonce.
You can do a merch off this shit and change how the name and they have your cow face and her tag on it. And like,
Damn.
look, Lady
Message.
Beyonce or whatever.
Message.
They'll sell the merch on that crap.
Talk to him.
We need to do that, bro. We need to do that, bro.
You know what? Everybody, I do believe in branding yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? For real, bro.
You got
Straight up.
I think too.
your simple life can be a brand.
It can be a
Our-
brand.
And somebody that
Right.
can relate to you, where you
Everyday
been, where
life.
you going, or where you at.
Our culture,
The internet
whether
make the
it's
world so
inadvertent
small.
or
It does.
not, but
Facts.
we hold too much information to ourselves. Like I keep too much to myself. I don't share
With it.
with each other like we should. I mean,
Right.
you think
Be
about
told,
the
not
Asian
sold, bro. I
communities
feel
and
it, man.
everything, even the Indian communities, whatever.
This
You know
is
what
how
I'm
they
saying?
get down. The
They-
Jews, the Jewish
my
people.
Vietnamese people right across the street from me, man. Them jokers come over, they like hang some of them in the house, but they all got money.
Yes,
They won't move until they money right.
for real.
You know they got okay.
Ain't no
you
big
get your
rush
shot,
to jump out
Right.
there. You know what I'm saying? They gonna
just-
stack
but
that
us,
shit.
We so quick to stack.
They ain't moving till they got 300 bands in the
You
bank.
struggling over here. You struggling over here.
Yeah, everybody's struggling.
Refuse to get together.
As soon as we get 2 racks, we out of there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they sitting there.
American
They
dream,
moving
dog.
and they
You
sitting
tryna-
on
you tryna
300
chase that American
bands.
dream, bro.
And then they got the knowledge too. They know how to trade. They got shit put in stocks.
That's a fact.
They got shit put in real estate. They got shit put in this.
Yeah.
And then
Listen,
so by
man.
the time they move out, they have multiple streams already. They ain't gonna just one stream go down and then they hurt. You know what I'm
Listen,
saying?
I go to well, I used to do the tax lien, tax deed thing, right? So I go to these tax lien, tax deed auctions or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm just wondering how, like, because first of all, there's none of us in there. It's like
Right.
me and my
Yeah.
next chick in there.
Yeah.
Everything up around
And the
this
rest of
conversation.
them is
About to
Africans
wear this
and
chest cam and
Arabians.
walk the
I'm
table.
like, how am I just not finding out about this tax lien, tax deed stuff?
Absolutely.
But
Same
y'all in this,
here.
I seen a dude spend about 10 million in there, bro. Just buying up shit in Chesterfield.
I've been there. Yeah.
Dog.
Yes. You like, damn, what the fuck?
Dog. Oh, the tax lien, tax deed.
Bruh, I've been there. I've been there.
But look, me too. That's the game though, because look, when they say the market's going to crash or the economy is bad,
Yes,
look,
for you.
look, right? Some people be like, oh my
Right.
God, hell no, the millionaires, even thousands. I'd be like, hell yeah.
That's time to make money.
Listen, when I went,
And that shit up, or either go
Wait a
low,
minute, wait a minute.
just so I can buy it.
when I went, this is around when the housing market was crashing. So, dude, it was so much shit up. So basically, all the properties that was in the Ozarks, all the shit, it was a bunch of shit that was in Clayton, and it was so funny because in the tax liens, tax deeds, anything is up. Now you can go buy a car washing and shit. Right?
Yeah.
So it was so funny because everything was. I bought a crib out in Jennings back in the day for about $4,000. I bought a house for $4,000. Yes. So yeah. So it was so funny though because you hear all these municipalities. It's like, okay, Jennings, Berkeley, Kimlot,
Ferguson.
Then
They not even being on that shit.
Then Chesterfield, nigga, the room
And now
lights
they out
up.
there, yeah.
The room, look, dude. Let me tell you something. It was
What's
two
up,
dudes,
Cuzzo?
the only two dudes in suits. These dudes came in and bought a house for like $75,000 or $80,000. It was like a $3 million house in the dude. They got, they was targeting that nigga. As soon as they bought that house, it was a briefcase and all. They bought the house and got the fuck up out of there. Yeah. I seen an Arabian dude. He spent at least $2-3 million in this place, man. He's buying everything in Chesterfield.
Bro, I learned this sucker firsthand. When I bought my house in 2007 in Burlington Down, we was gonna build a house. The house is like $550. Lisa's like, yeah, we gonna build a house. I'm like, who's gonna pay for that sucker? Like, bro, we can do it. Lo and behold, later on down the line, when I calculated how much we were making, I was like, okay. You know, I bought my house in Burlington Down for $176,000 in Burlington Down. 2 stories, it's Burlington Down. I saw that sucker last year. And 13 years later, now when I first got it, it depreciated $15,000 because the house market.
Yeah, house market went down.
I bought it for $176,000. I sold my house last year for $276,000. Who would have thought that though? But what I should have noticed was a year before I sold it, all these investors calling me.
Yeah.
You want to sell your house? You want to sell your house? Yeah. I'm like, how much? Will we give you $230? I'm like, ooh, only paid 2. No. They shooting you low. The sucker's worth $50,000 more than that. Right. So it's so many signs around us too. But we got to be in financial position and be disciplined enough to keep the money, hold the damn money for opportunities like that. It could warrant our wealth, buying too much on cars or jewelry or designer bull crap, and just get some discipline with it and hold on money just for that.
I lied. I bought a Gucci bucket hat, but I don't want to. But that's one though.
That's one thing.
That's one thing. Like I can actually say and admit to it because.
Listen, man, I'm the same way. Listen, I bought one thing too.
Bro, I don't want or need for the shit because it was dope. Don't get me wrong. All triple black Gucci bucket hat, nigga. Yeah. And all you see is the red and the green on there. Come on now. But anyway, I don't want a need for that shit, man. It's like back then, building your brand was such a taboo. I ain't gonna say it's a taboo. We weren't properly educated. Yeah, that's white folks are educated criminals, bro. They didn't have the book, ran it up. So they no, serious. You laughing? Serious. You're educated criminals.
We laughing because it's true.
No, dead ass. But we just got the shit last, man. But now we taking over, bro. Brandon is everything.
Absolutely.
See, we got like 6 cameras set up back here, nigga. We not playing, bro. Yeah. Every point of view, right there, right. You know what I'm saying? But
so you buy $1,000 worth of Louis, or you buy camera work. That's gonna make money.
To make money.
You buy a damn camera.
No, that goes back to 2 words: assets or liability.
Assets or liability. Hey, I like them. Y'all hip to them cats?
I'm hip to them, yeah.
Yeah, man, I love them. I've been hip to them cats for like 2 years. Like I've been watching them blow up. And this is the thing, bro. They teaching financial literacy, bro. Is key to our culture.
Needs to be in the school system.
That's what we were just saying. Need to be in the school system.
But there's a reason why it isn't though.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely, but see, that doesn't mean that we can't do something about it.
That is
you know what I'm saying?
Shouts out to Derek Grace, man. I bought the in-home banking system.
Okay, yeah, I'm here.
That type of shit we need to like celebrate and capitalize on because ain't too many of us doing that, looking out for us as a whole. They don't
and you know what? It starts where you just said you bought it. Now you're gonna learn it. You're gonna teach your kids.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? Anything I'm learning, I'm teaching my kids, whether they want to learn it or not. Like I was just telling them, they said, how do your kids like it out here? I said, all of them love it except for my oldest daughter, she 18, and my 16-year-old son. You know why? Because to them, they see work. They say, damn, we moved out here to the country. Why we want to come out here to the country? It's all work. We got to water the chickens, clean the chicken coop. We got to go water the cow. We got to do fencing. We got to go cut all this grass. We got to do this. They see work, but see, what they don't see is I'm training y'all all the skills that we've been sitting here talking about.
Yep.
Hunting,
Trades.
different trades. I'm a natural carpenter. I ain't even showed y'all the crib yet, but we done added bedrooms in the crib.
I mean, when I went to the bathroom, I'm like, this got all kind of angles and elements of rooms. I'm like, it's kids' rooms. I'm like, where that baby come from? Baby in the room, in the bed, chilling in the bed. The two boys in the room. You said they ain't twins. They like twins. They ain't twins.
Yeah.
And then the other daughter came.
I just
How
said
many
like
kids you
twins,
got,
bro.
bro?
8.
You got 8 kids?
8 shorties. 8.
How many are there right now?
6 at the crib. I got 2 daughters still stay with their mamas in St.
It's
Louis.
6 kids in there. You and your wife in
6
there. I went to
kids.
the bathroom like, dang.
We added 2 bedrooms in the basement. That's what I was saying. When we looked for a crib, it was like, is it decent enough right now? Because I knew with my, like you say, trades, as a carpenter, I know I could go add on to a crib. I could put a second level on this. That's our next year plan. Want to put a second floor on this, put our master suite upstairs, turn this master suite into 2 more bedrooms. You know what I'm saying?
Uncle
So,
Elroy done
all
upgraded,
that.
bro. Paid cash and upgraded.
Yeah.
Plus, you got enough land that, hey,
In land,
you can eventually just say, you know what?
branch out.
Build another house.
Another
Hey,
crib
house
down
Hey, them
there.
damn container houses is
You know,
dope.
or
Chick.
have some other family.
Chicken
come on.
shit like a bug.
Container
Watch out,
houses.
chick.
That's cool.
Hey, you got a
You hear me?
You got live
Shit.
chicken going. That's beautiful.
Yeah,
Some
man.
hot sauce on there.
Mr. Grease hat.
I was making plans. Actually, we had a, you know what I'm saying? This is a whole nother different podcast.
Grab my GoPro, bro.
You know, by belief and religion, what they would call me now is a polygamist. I believe men can have more than one wife. So
Right.
I was dating another woman last year. We was getting pretty serious, you know what I'm saying? And we was making plans to build her crib right down there in it by the woods, kind of next to the pond, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like you say, when you got the land though, you could expand.
That's the hardest
And you
thing I
could
heard all
put
day.
everything on property. You know what I'm saying? You don't even have to try to go look outside and buy more land or buy another house.
Right.
No, you can look at it because
right at home.
especially when you got the skills to build the house.
Right.
I mean, I
that's
probably
good.
build as a union carpenter 300-400 houses myself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? With a crew of like 3 to 5. So when I know I can go build a house, you literally can build, I'm gonna just say, a $200,000 house in materials is gonna cost you about 80 grand.
Right.
And when I know I got the partners I can call and say, hey, bro, I'm trying to
build
frame
this
this
up.
house
Do it.
up, come
Right.
help me.
You know everybody
All
got the
that
skills.
labor
So,
saved.
You know who good yet?
Absolutely.
Yo,
Absolutely.
The Mexicans,
Right,
though,
right.
they might be 18 in the
Yep,
house,
they
but
sure
then
do.
they'll
That's
be working
why.
somewhere,
That's why, right.
and they'll see a little house, and it'd be like $5,000, and they'd be like, why would you buy that house?
Mhm.
Next thing you know, all of a sudden they all show up, man, and then within 1 week,
Boom.
that bad boy laid out. Yeah.
Laid
Now,
out.
they might put 10 of them in
And
there,
bigger.
but
18.
But
5,000
it's paid for. It's got its
That
paid
rent
for,
is
Right.
and it's done.
It's
Right?
done.
Right.
You know what it is though?
It's
Done.
smart, man.
The system has predisposed us to what our appetite should be, and that's the problem.
Right.
Because your
Right.
atmosphere can dictate your appetite.
Damn right.
Too many of us got an appetite for stuff that don't benefit us or our people or our family for real.
Absolutely.
And that's a problem. And I guess it's a problem because we become classically conditioned,
Yeah.
like nature over nurture, like that,
Yeah.
with that crap. But when you know better, so you
You
know,
know better.
and actually I'm big on praying. I said, no, open up my mind on what I ain't seeing.
Absolutely.
What I ain't seeing, like
Absolutely.
and then people like, even with the t-shirt business, like, people say, oh, you got the t-shirt business? Well, yeah, it's cool, you know. I'm saying, period. That t-shirt business over 6 years, 11,000 pieces, 250 grand.
Nice.
Just one time, to me and my daughters,
Nice.
making tees,
Nice.
making t-shirts. Then you get
Nice.
orders for 4,500. Then a government order that pending for like 76 grand for 8,500 t-shirts.
See?
T-shirts.
Nice.
One time. And like
Yeah.
I said, and then with the podcast thing is genius. You gotta listen. You gotta do this podcast.
You gotta do the podcast.
You gotta do that, bro. Like you're dumb if you don't do it.
You hear me?
gotta
I support the
freaking do it.
podcast
You gotta do
100%.
it, bro.
Like, for
Gotta
real,
do it.
bro.
Yeah.
Hey, hats off to y'all brothers for doing
Do
that.
brother.
I gotta put these tattoos are stickers.
Hey, hold
Hey,
on. I got a challenge for you, brother.
I gotta
Try to
put
take this
these
motherfucker
on,
off.
you
These
know
are
what
the
I'm saying?
worst stickers in history.
So now they want to know, we're going to buy the stickers that split in the middle and the back.
Yeah, so you can peel it
Exactly. Nigga, I was looking like, is this a sticker? It took me about 30 minutes, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, that's why I asked. It's one of the tattoos.
You
know what
gotta
I'm saying?
have
I
one of
put
them
this bitch on.
fingernails,
The
nigga.
kicker is, I work with vinyl. I work so much vinyl.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, that's like a Rubik's Cube right there.
Vinyl
is a mug.
I got it going. Oh,
There we go.
I got it,
bro.
man.
That shit, bro.
Right.
Yeah, all right. I ain't gonna put the company out there, but yes, sir. Not fucking with
We did right, bro.
business though.
Gotta get it out there.
There's bumps on the road everywhere.
It's bumps. It's been a lot of bumps, bro.
Kind of like what he was talking about with the trucking. Same with me. I have a side business, and there's one thing too. Young people don't understand. You do need multiple sources of income.
Got to, bro.
Got to.
You have to, bro.
It's a
I've
must.
been working my primary job for 33 years, but yet I have a lawn business on the side.
You got to.
Gotta have
You
something.
know, same scenario.
Say that one more time. 33 years.
33 years I've been at the same job.
Nice.
He was 18 years old, 17
Really?
I
started
hired
clean.
out of high school.
Straight out of high
18
school.
years
You
old.
not even call it
2
clean no
months
more.
out of high
It's
school.
fire.
I was
That's
I was
crazy,
digging
bro.
ditches, bro.
I was 5 years old.
Wow.
That had to be 1999.
Now I'm on the top of seniority chain. I'm like number 8 in the company right
But
now.
he's the youngest on top.
Damn,
So,
bro.
Nice.
That's
but
That's
even
bro.
with
hats
all
off.
of that, all this seniority, all the things I've experienced, all the money I made, I realized, and like I said, a lot of it was from knowledge of working with people like they live out here.
Yeah.
One income ain't gonna cut it.
Not gonna do it.
You got somebody telling you or dictating you how you gonna live your life. And actually what made me start my business was that what it was, the contract. And it was like, you know what? I'm gonna cut deadline, this, and I'm like, you know what? I'm sick and tired of this. You do what you're gonna do, because I can't tell the company, you know, as a union, you can vote on things.
Yeah.
But whatever it is, you're gonna have to agree. If it don't, don't.
Yep. You gotta roll with it regardless. That's what I learned.
I said the only thing I control is what I can do myself.
Yep.
So I started my own business.
Yes, sir.
And I've been cutting grass and a lawn business since
Oh, nice.
Okay.
15 years.
And
Beautiful, bro.
and I will say this with St. Louis, because of perception. And just saying, when you work at a job, and I'm sure y'all can relate to it, you do have to work harder than the non-minority.
You got to.
get the same recognition. You have to work
hard.
Yes.
It's natural to me at this point.
And I don't care what profession you're in. If it's whatever it is, you
Right.
really do have to work twice as hard for them to even think that you're just as good as, or to put you on their level.
To even be on that level, you gotta be better than them.
You have to outwork them.
It's just like a white dude in a black gang. You see a white dude in a black gang, you know this nigga has.
Right, I seen a white Q dude, and I'm like, when I seen that, I seen him doing the steps, white Q dog, he was doing the steps, and all I could think of, oh, if they say he a Q because
Right.
dude, he had to be put through the paces.
Had to be put through the wire, bro.
He was doing the steps and everything, man. I was
Absolutely.
like, this dude.
But that's true though.
But
bro.
yeah, man, you and that's just reality. And a lot of this new generation, that ain't fair, and this that. Well, I mean,
Life ain't fair.
I don't know what to tell you about that because we can't fix everything. We just.
But you know what? Growing up,
And that's part of it.
It didn't seem like it wasn't fair. That was just what it was.
That's
what it
What
is.
we had to do. You know what I mean?
You gotta do it.
This was my mindset when I started young, man. And then I would get these code words from guys. Some guys, there's a few white guys that I knew that truly had my interest at heart. Like I said, I was from the city. I didn't know how to dig. I didn't know how to swing the axe. They tell me get in the hole, do this and do that. They laughing at me. Some of them were laughing at me, you know, because they like,
look how he
he
doing
don't know
that shit.
He don't know what he doing.
Right.
You know.
Right.
And one white guy put me and said, hey, man, let me talk to you, man. Let me show you. Use a shelf like this.
Yeah.
You know. I appreciate that dude.
That simple
Absolutely.
I appreciate that dude, man.
Bruh.
Because
Yeah.
I told him, I said, dude, it ain't, and I had to sit 18 years old, and I'm working with grown men, and they're laughing at me because I don't know how to do a job that y'all want to train me to do.
Because they was raised doing it too.
They were raised.
They've been doing that shit since they was 7.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Since
Right.
their daddy made them
And
do
that's
it.
right.
Yeah.
You gotta work and willing to do the work. You just gotta train them.
You gotta tell
Why
them.
let your ignorance and racism get in the way? Instead of saying, you know what, if I train this kid how to do this work, it'll make it easy on me.
They don't think like that.
You know,
They don't
no,
think like
I'd rather
that.
be racist and make him look stupid.
Absolutely.
You don't have the power to fire me. So
Right.
I'm going to be here.
Yeah. So what they gonna do is they gonna try to make you quit.
Right.
They gonna try to
They
laugh
want
at
you to walk out.
you. They gonna
Ring
try
the
to
bell.
work your ass to death, try to make you say fuck
Ring
this,
the
fuck
bell.
y'all, and quit and fuck your own self up.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? But you got thick skin, like I can tell you got. Well, you gonna say, man, fuck what y'all talking about. That laughing and shit, man, that shit don't even
My
faze
check
me.
don't come from you.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't worried about what you talking
That's
about.
how I look at it.
And you gonna keep pushing.
Every,
I went through the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, I was a union carpenter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? About 14 years. Well, I started in 2010, 13 years now. You know what I'm saying? And same exact story, bruh.
Yeah.
I'm out there, these white boys, they've been building houses and shit since they was kids with their daddies and shit. I ain't never did this. My daddy a computer programmer. You know what I'm saying? He don't know how to swing a hammer. You know what I mean? They never did this shit. Man, don't all of that trying to drive me and laugh and all that shit, bro. Take that shit to the, you know what I'm saying? Take that shit to somewhere else. But I don't let that, you ain't gonna make me quit. I'm gonna keep going at it. And I learned. But then eventually you got the one person that say, hey man, you know what I'm saying? Pull you to the side. Do this like this. Do this like that. And all you gotta do is tell me one time.
Yep.
I'm gonna take it and run with it.
Yep.
And like we were saying earlier, we are naturally the best at whatever it is we do. Now that's in our DNA. We are actually God-chosen people. It ain't the Jewish people, you know what I'm saying? We the God-chosen people, bro. That's why it's naturally in our DNA. Whatever we really set our mind to and do, we gonna be the best at it. And that's why they hate us, because they know that we are gonna become better than them eventually if we go do stuff. And they don't want us to take their spot, take their position, even if that's not our intention. It's just the fact that our work speaks for itself.
It really ain't, bro.
It's not ever really our intention. We don't want to take their spot. We don't even want to be the bosses.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And that was just
We
it.
peaceful people.
Yeah.
With no violent people.
I had thick skin.
Right.
And like you said, I just looked at it like this. I'm young. I have the ability to do this work. And eventually, it will be my time. Eventually, I will be a top dog. So I ain't worried about trying to, jump ahead of nobody like that. It's gonna come to me. And now I'm there. Now I am one of the top dogs.
There you go.
And there's young kids. They want to get to where I'm at without doing. You ain't getting
Ain't
nothing.
put in the time.
You ain't put in the work in.
Ain't put in the work.
Everybody want to jet.
Absolutely.
But look, the biggest lesson is though, God had a strategic plan for it. All that hell you went through, get to that point, on your way up to that point, he dropped in. So you don't want to do something.
Right. Still got to branch out.
Look, the best thing I did was I let T-Mobile fire me in February.
Hold on.
No, I let
T-Mobile.
I was with Sprint T-Mobile. I was with Sprint T-Mobile for 18 years.
That's right.
I left.
And I like that. He said, I let them fire.
I let them fire. Because I was on leave. So actually, in my mind, I fired them.
Absolutely.
Because I wanted
already on leave.
because I wanted to have that unemployment for that 6 months.
Yeah.
To be another stream of income. And
Why you build something else?
And my Gus was like, bro, like you get paid for your t-shirt business, your clothing brand. My sister saw the transportation company. I'm a real estate agent. He's like, actually, bro, apply for an EBT. I'm like, I can't get no food stamp. How come you can't? Your kids live with you. I'm like, that's what people really need. And I'm the ground. He's like, who don't need it more than you? Because you done paid all these taxes, spent all this money before.
And your people built this country.
Right. And so I went in there sucker feeling away. I went in there sucker feeling away like, I did feel kind of, I'm like, kind of below me, I felt. But I'm like, you know what? Further check yourself. They say, we got you accrued $940 a month for EBT.
Hey, bro.
Beautiful.
There you go. To buy
Then
groceries.
I realized how much
Money in your pocket.
Food. I remember Dad, we walked to dinner. We can go to dinner. I'm like, but my kids be like, no, Dad, can you go to the grocery store, Daddy? Anytime. Dad, we need some.
Right.
I was going to college.
I need to apply for that
so
shit.
she cooked. The best decision I made. Your business I got it. Pay this. The best decision that I made was doing it. I'm grateful. Now, is Roy above going to get another kid? Nope. But my thing is, in my mind, I'll never clock into nobody else's pocket.
Yeah.
But if
you got to, you do what you gotta do.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Because you know how to operate there.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
But you know what? Even with my side business, I've learned some things. I even brought
again, same principle applies. You gotta work twice as hard as a now.
4 times
to prove yourself that you
to prove yourself first,
do.
right?
And the sad thing
Then to prove yourself reliable.
it's our own people. It be our own people that you gotta prove, bro. You
They
gotta
be
work
lying,
harder for.
Bro.
They will nickel and dime you. And it's like, man, if a white dude pulled up from way out, you wouldn't question nothing he says.
No.
You would just give him your money.
The black people micromanage.
You would just give him your
That's the
money.
people
You
that
would give him
micromanage
no
you.
grief. He do a bad job, and you look for him to come back.
You hear me?
Look
Ain't
for
that
him to
crazy?
come back to get treated bad again. And they know this.
Ain't that crazy?
They know this crapping on you, man. I'm gonna tell you something else. Recently, I've been doing work, so I switched areas because normally I work in North County, you know, which is where I live, you know. But now I'm working out of Shrewsbury. So I've been working like Kirkwood, Glendale, Webster Grove, all out there, near Grant's Farm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, man, every street you go down, there's a dumpster, there's a contractor. They are adding on to homes.
Mm-hmm.
They will take a home that looks like, let's say a street that looks like homes like Glasgow Village, some little
Yeah.
25,
800 square
$30,000
foot
homes.
houses. Yeah.
They will pay $400,000 for that house and lot to knock it down
Mm-hmm.
and build $1.5 million home next to these little bitty houses.
I
They
know
do
it.
that all day long out there. There's
I
so
know
many
it.
private building, like you said, you did construction.
Yeah.
And a lot of times with us, you think, okay, let's say you went to a trade school. Okay, I want to work for McMahon or one of these big companies that build a subdivision. Man, there's so many guys that just got their own business, and that's all they're doing is
Facts.
one house at a time
That's it.
and making a
And making
money.
money. You talking about a couple $100,000 a year at
Oh
least?
my goodness.
'Cause I started my own construction company before I left the union. Started my own construction company, landscaping company, just like you, cutting grass and doing landscaping. And with the construction company, man, if I could, I said at the time, I told the wife, if I could just get doing a bathroom or a kitchen once a month, because on the average, I can knock that out in 3-4 weeks, depending on the details they want.
Right.
If I get a bathroom or a kitchen once a month, well, I would make, and then I start, it depends on where you do it. You know, people in the inner city, they got one budget. People in Chesterfield, O'Fallon, St. Peter's, they got a whole nother budget. You know, they got 40, 50,000 they putting into this kitchen, into this bathroom, versus 20,000 that this person got to put into their kitchen, the bathroom. So I say, shit, I started going out here. And I'm old school with it. I print up flyers, I go beat my feet. I had my sons out there with me. Man, we finna put out 300 flyers today. Out of that 300 flyers today, I might get 3 customers. You know what I'm saying? But shit, them 3 customers, 40 grand a pop. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I do one of them once a month. And I told my wife, shit, in a minute, I'm finna say, fuck this job. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, we start doing the landscaping, cutting grass and shit on top of that. Build it up 1 block at a time. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, what you said is, during the time, I was still keeping my job. At least I was trying to, as much as I could, keep my regular job. And I do this shit on my own time, part after work, weekends, or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? So I was still working my 9 to 5 through the union. You know what I'm saying? Building houses with them. And then I got to doing commercial union work. I helped build like the new hospitals down there at BJC on Kings Highway. You know what I'm saying?
Barnes.
Yeah, Barnes Jewish.
Barnes
And I
Jewish.
did the Barnes Jewish in West County on Olive.
Okay.
Then I did a couple nursing homes and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But in the meantime, in the evening time, shit, I ain't getting home till 9, 10 o'clock at night every night, because I have to, after work, I get off at 3 o'clock. Then I'm going to go, whether I'm cutting grass, whether I'm doing my own side jobs, whether I'm doing something, I got to keep this hustle going. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pulling my sons in when I got time, pull them in, whether they want to or not. Nigga, you coming. Because you finna learn how to do this. My oldest son, you know, he a brainiac. He in the school, he in the academics good, and that's cool. But you still finna learn this work, this skill, this trade. You know what I'm saying?
You're going to have choices.
Options. Because at any time when you into working for somebody else, no matter what it is, we got another cord if you need it in the garage. They got the power to pull that rug up from under you. No matter how good of a worker you are, you know what I'm saying? They have the power to pull that from under you, man. And if you got all your eggs in the basket, like Leroy's sister, shit, what can you do? You can fight them in court, but other than that, man,
that's my wife.
You hit they will. Oh, that was your wife?
Yeah.
I was say your sister. Okay.
Look, it hit me maybe about a year ago. I calculated. Me and Lisa were together for 19 years. Let's say on average, we made about 125 to 150. I did the math for 19 years. That was $2.7 billion. I'm like, where the hell?
Where does that money go?
I've been there. And kids and stuff. But when you get an overall scope of it, when you know better, you do better.
Right.
Now I'm thinking about where can I blow money, which allow us food.
Yeah, food, bro. You blow a lot of money on food.
And a lot was just not just mismanaging and playing stuff late, and playing late fees, and then stuff like that. Now, because we all got to live. But when they hit me like, hey, me and Lisa, if you taking my business too, we bought it for $3 million.
Ain't that crazy? You say, damn, dude, we got $3 million worth of assets right now?
Right.
You like, where the fuck that money go?
And it hit me, and I'm still processing that. But what I do know is, watch that, how you do it, how you spend your money. I'm gonna tell you, look, real talk. I look at Rod, how Rod manage his money. But Rod don't play. Rod will go on the money fast and say that shit easy. I'm on the money fast.
This dude right here.
And that's like have me thinking years ago, like,
money fast.
Hey,
I ain't spending no money, bro. I ain't trying to stack. It's stacking season.
That's like a resume.
I used to be like,
years ago.
What can I do for this guy?
Nice.
He's struggling over there.
I thought he was struggling. I'm like, that doesn't save so much money, man.
Hell no. Straight up, and then what we condition, like money fast,
karate master.
And then a lot of that go into what you said about condition. You realize, man, am I blowing all this money on fucking clothes? Fucking Jordans, motherfucking watches, motherfucking different whatever, man, just shit that ain't necessary.
Another life lesson I learned, man, back in the day. White boy at my job, he drove this Dodge Ferrari, like a little raggedy little cool K car.
Yeah.
And sucker was, barely ran. It broke down. He needed a ride.
Yeah.
I said, all right, Mark, I need a ride home. Man, I come out there. He lived out there about Barrington Down. When Barrington Down was, was the spot.
That was the spot.
And I'm looking at this big old house, and I'm like, I got like 3 years seniority on this dude. This is how you live?
Right.
And I'm like,
and what kind of car did you have?
And I got a brand new Honda.
Absolutely, I know it.
Right,
I know it. You know what I'm saying? Something brand new.
I stay with my parents.
See?
And I'm like, and that's why I was like, okay.
Absolutely, I know it.
Chico, they didn't tell us this.
Right.
We're so quick to, let me bling myself out. Let me give me a nice ride. I'm always
nice ride.
I finally made a little bit of money. I'm going to get this. And they like, you know what? No, I'm going to give me a house.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to keep driving this busted car. And then I learned too, even from your dad, go get the house first. You get the house, you got the credit, you can get the car.
You can get anything. Because you had good credit, you can go sign. Because your signature is worth money. Your signature is worth bread at that point.
Think about it back in the day, man. How many cats you knew had like a Beamer or a Benz, and they ain't got a garage to put their money.
Like you said, stay with their mom. Stay with their mom.
And they and they just sit.
Or in an apartment.
Right, they stay with their mom, and they like, well, the garage, if they got one, it's for mom and dad.
Yeah, it's their mama.
You gotta leave that. Your house, your car costs as much as the house, but you gotta leave it outside.
Absolutely.
And then like when winter time comes, you ain't even got nothing. You can't even drive the mother because it don't even work in the snow.
You feel me?
But check this out. My homegirl dates a guy who's a popular singer in St. Louis. He sings with y'all my guys. No ID. Flirt no ID. She dates the lead singer. Okay. She be bitching to me about, he don't pay no freaking bills. He moved in with me before. I said, well, maybe it's money like this. No, he got the money. I see the money. Yeah. She said they got a Lambo.
See?
Good. You stay with your chick. You don't pay a bill. Now, I'm not hating on this man.
But
he's finessing.
But my thing is this though, me as a man, a Lambo on
money
St. Louis
management.
streets.
Fuck a
Right.
Lambo.
A
Yeah,
Lambo?
fuck a
Right,
Lambo,
on the
bro.
streets.
Oh, a Lambo?
Fuck a
Nigga,
Lambo, bro.
look, I can win a Lambo in a contest. That's maybe worth $300. I can win a price right.
I'm selling that deal. You
I'm
heard me? I'm selling it.
I'm putting that damn dealership, right?
I'm selling that
I'm
deal.
selling that sucker.
I don't need it.
Listen,
I
I
don't
used
need
to
that,
hit,
bro.
I used to hit when Northwest Plaza was popping, all the malls, spend my paycheck, I got paid every week. And me and my boy, we going to shop and everything. And then we used to go to the record store. I'm buying $300 worth of records and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, I'm going to Sam's or Costco, and I'm like, oh, look at them shorts. Oh, they got my size. Let me get all 3 colors. You know, I don't care about fashion no more.
That's how I went with
man.
Jabot.
Now, when
I'm buying Jabot every week.
Now, when I
$80
go out, if
Jabot.
I'm gonna go out somewhere, then
$5.
I'll specifically go to the mall or whatever, or go online and I just get what I need. If it's nice, I don't care about. I ain't gotta rock all this stuff.
I'm the
Especially
I'm
not every day, like you said, not every day. We know when to get fired. You know what I'm saying?
I got these shorts and this shirt from T.
And I try to teach
$12.
We know when to get fired.
I try to teach my son that, man. He's like, you know,
You gotta
he got into a job. That's what he
was.
all the new tennis
Right.
shoes,
They
the
do.
nice jackets and all of that. And I walked up in the store. I bought not only these, I bought 2 pairs. And they were like, hey, daddy,
If you
how you?
decide.
Hey, I was like, it ain't like I ain't got it. I do have it.
Right.
I just, my priorities say
Priorities.
you don't need all this stuff all the time. You don't,
Facts.
you know,
Facts,
like I said,
man.
that's something that, even though, like I said, you can learn something from everybody. Even a racist person, you can learn something.
Yeah.
You know, you just, and that's why I like to sit back and observe everything instead of, sometimes you see something, you're like, man, you know that ain't right. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing yet. Because what happened is they'll get comfortable. Let them really show who they really is. And sometimes they might just be tripping a little bit, and then you realize you learn a little bit more about them. You're like, you know what, they ain't about that.
Right.
I thought this dude was a racist. And now you realize he ain't about that. He just said something little off the wall that one time.
Facts.
And that's all it was.
Right.
Exactly. Just got your attention. But that ain't really what it's about. But then when you be quiet and they think, oh, you don't mind. Let them talk.
Yeah.
Then you know. And I just
And now you-
compartmentalize that. I know how to deal with him.
Right. Right.
I ain't got to act out because they love for us to be the first one to clown. That ain't right.
Absolutely.
And that's like, see, I told you.
Niggas don't know how to
I told you he went. We got to get him out of here. We got
Yeah.
to get him out of here. And it's like, dude, they won. They won, dude. They just got you out of here. That was the whole end game. They got
Right.
you out of here
That's
because
what they
this is
wanna
what I
do.
used to hear, man, when I first started my job. Man, you sure is lucky. How'd you get this shit? At 18 years old, because
They asking you.
my cousin was trying to get on
Yeah,
his
those
man
type of
for
jobs
And
like
'cause you
free
black.
job.
and that's really what it was. I didn't know it was
Ameren
key
or
words.
shit.
It was code word was how did Joe Blacktail get
Yeah,
this
get
That's
job.
it. That's it. How was
That's
your
the
ass here?
thing, nigga.
And then they backed it up with, because my people, I been trying to get my cousin, my brother on.
Right.
I ain't out on.
Right.
See, they think they cousin should have a better opportunity than you just because they white.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How your black ass out here?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm working 10 times harder than your cousin gonna
Right.
work,
Yeah,
and
that's
you,
right.
nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I know how to do what you do
Oh,
better.
man.
You might be
Better.
the foreman. Plenty of times it's been foremen. I'm on the crew. They coming and asking me. Now, at first, I might get that shit, that type of vibe, how you out here. Before you know it, they coming to, hey, they coming with blueprints. Asking me shit on blueprints.
Yeah, a little bit.
You know, hey, man, how would you do this? How would
But
you do
I'm
that?
not
I'm looking at
lying.
them. You the foreman? You know what I'm saying? I'm just a carpenter out here. But they recognize my skill set. You know what I'm saying? And now they need to ask me something. And eventually, the bigger bosses, they gonna recognize too. You know what I'm saying? And then they come. Yeah.
But going back to what you said about my small business, my side business, I realized no matter where I work, there's some areas you're gonna make big money. But like you said, these people about their business, they want this stuff done, and you got some areas they're gonna nickel and dime. One thing about my business motto, I don't care who you are, I'm gonna give you the same level of service. If I agree upon a price, and sometimes I really do, I take it on the chin and I don't really make the money that I should have made or could have made.
Right.
But I'm not going to degrade my service because of that, because that's just
Right.
that's something I had to learn.
Right. Integrity.
And one thing they don't even understand, like, dude, the fact that I'm still down here trying to do business with you, I actually do have options. Right? Like I said, this is not my primary business, it's a side business. I could go where all the money is just flowing and everything, but I choose to be down here with y'all because I feel like y'all want the same services that they have out there. You know, as opposed to you saying I have to pack up and leave and move where they at. You can have it good in North County or in the city. You know,
right?
And man, I had people like that. Man, I had some people in the city, man. I used to come when I first started. They would pay me, which back then, you know, average cut was $25.
Right.
They would give me $50 a cut, man. They love me down there.
Yeah.
I had to run because one, I was a solo dude. Back then, I didn't have the protection on me, and I'm had to watch my equipment. You know, parking on the street. Let's say I'm working. There was one lady. She had 4 buildings right near O'Fallon Park. 4 properties. There ain't nowhere to park on the side streets, man. I got a truck and a trailer and all this equipment on the back. So you got to park all the way down there. You can cut this, which is in the side of a chain link fence. So I really just need my push mower. Yeah, but I got $12,000, $15,000 lawnmowers down the street, 0 turn.
Down
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Why you up here cut?
The time it takes for me to cut, this ain't working for me. But that's not to say that an entrepreneur can't make money down there. So look, I got to a point where I can afford $20,000 lawnmowers. But if guy want to get started, you can literally take an old beat up pickup truck and get you some guys
and a push mower,
take 2 or 3 push mowers,
push mowers, and a trimmer.
It can be residential grade because that's all you're gonna be doing is weed eating, cutting, weed eating, cutting. You don't need no trim. You don't need all of that. You can go eat and pay 3 guys. You get to work.
Yeah, that's how I started.
You just have to be willing to say, okay, what can my skill set or what can my finances do?
Yeah.
You know, and start from that. You build up. I bought me a walk behind that would go between gates because I was working in the city.
Yeah.
You know, then I realized, I said, dang, the time it takes me to pull that thing off the trailer, trim these fence lines, I don't really want to say, okay, by time I'm going to charge you even more for this.
Right.
I realized, well, you know, in North County, everybody got quarter acre, half acre lots.
Yeah.
But with a 60 and 0 turn, it only take me 15 minutes to do it. So I got rid of my small equipment. So people say, can you do this? How big is your gate? If that machine can't fit through it,
I'm doing it.
Down. It's not,
right.
That's what works for me.
Yeah.
You know, but if you're going to hire people, you got to consider how much capital you got to have on hand. But you got to payroll.
What's the other?
You got to consider workers' comp insurance, all that stuff. You know, but it can be done. I just say this: as a minority, even with your own business, you still gonna have to work twice as hard as the next guy because our own perceptions of people. Yes, sometimes 4 times. We're the biggest critic on ourselves, you know. And that's not to say that, hey, you know what? We can make mistakes. I can make a mistake, but why can't you forgive me like you would forgive the other person?
No.
Or realize that, you know.
No. Let's retract that back. Why can't you pay full price?
Yeah.
Like you do.
God,
I too.
Always need a deal.
Want to hook up.
They want to pay on time. They want to hook up on everything.
Always want to hook up.
They can go in time forward. They can go in Tommy Hilfiger. They can go in that. They can go in.
No, they pay what they ask.
Exactly.
They pay what they ask.
No problem.
You're right.
It's not even
You're right. And it's like, dude, you realize, okay, so here's the other side of the spectrum. You go out there to the non-minorities. They have a sense of entitlement and almost guilt that they want to employ you so that they feel better about themselves. And they won't question what your activity. And so you don't realize there's enough money out there to be made where I can go with these people and gouge the mess out of them. And they won't even say nothing. They just happy you know. But I choose to deal with you, which I don't know get paid on time. You know, it's like y'all just, and honestly, if it was just my primary business, I would have to change my business structure. So that's the other thing about North County. There's a lot of single black women that buy homes. And the reality is how independent they want to be, they can't be. They're gonna need a man's help. That's where I come in. I almost named. I thought about renaming my business or something like that. A good man. A good man. I just need a good man. I just need a good man. You know what I'm saying? That could encompass a lot of things. That could mean I might need a property like this. I need an extra building. A good man. Like you said, another little property for my little extra good man.
Well, they say that 75% of evictions are by single mom women.
But I'm just telling you, they out there, brother. So you have to know how to market yourself. You have to, yes. And that's what I'm saying. I know I'm not running from anybody, but you just have to understand your audience. You have to understand your market. You have to be willing to adjust.
Yeah, for real.
You know, and if there's something they don't even consider, like, well, you know, last guy used to do it. And I know I learned too with grass cutting, dog. Anytime somebody calls you up in August, say, I'm looking for a guy to cut my grass. I don't know, I had a guy, but he just won't show it no more. Trust me, it's probably because either he bid the job too low, or you too problematic. It's one of the two. It's one of the two. And so I typically, when they ask me to take a job on, I went in August. Catch me in spring, and I see my. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna do it because I'm telling you, I've been burned too many times.
Hey man,
you know,
hold up. Why don't we let them get to their interview?
No.
The interview's done.
The
interview's done.
Let me.
The interview about that for real. I want to go ahead.
Yes, they gotta get up on that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Relax.
damn, y'all done gave us so much game right now, bro.
Go ahead, former Dan.
You should have ate 3 hours ago, man.
Oh yeah, we got to get.
She got it on the grill.
No, he got to do his burgers too, because I'm interested.
Go ahead.
I'm interested in burgers.
All right.
What up,
floor
man?
is yours, brother.
The
floor is
Hey!
Come on, man.
You got to say, man.
Over me.
All right, go ahead, man.
Go ahead, man.
Oh, I'm out of there.
Now we're back to another episode.
Nice.
So can we end it on spit your game, talk your shit?
Let me get a proper
That's
shot.
a few questions.
I said we ain't ended it yet.
Let's get it right. Go ahead, nigga. That's what I'm saying, nigga. Let's go. Right, shit, right.
Well, you got the
Y'all
question
can
ready?
still
You
be interactive,
got one locked
yeah.
and loaded? I had one real quick. I just wanted to know, you know what I'm saying? All right. Do you have any words for somebody who's trying to transition from the city and do what you did? You know what I'm saying? Come out to the, you know what I'm saying, the country to sticks. But they might not know what the steps is. Like, you know what I'm saying? What was your first steps? You know what I'm saying? In trying and doing this, bro.
Okay.
We're starting the interview now. Let's go.
Good question. Shit. Once we realized that we was really gonna make this move out of town, like I mentioned to y'all before, our first move, we thought we was moving to Portland, Oregon. So even before that,
weed and no taxes. Shout out.
weed and no taxes, and that's what was taking us out there.
Just saying.
That man doing his research.
Like absolutely,
I was there. Man.
Okay.
I was there.
All right.
absolutely. That's what was actually taking us was the weed market. We was moving to Portland to start a cultivation company. So we could grow and sell to dispensaries. That was before it was legal in Missouri. You know what I'm saying? So we was looking at houses out there, put down out there. But even before that, when we decided to do that, first thing we realized we had to have in order was our credit.
Yes.
We had to get our credit together. To buy a crib and property out there, we had to have our credit in order. For one, anything near any coast is more expensive than Missouri. Like 3 times more expensive. You know what I'm saying? The exact same house you got now, multiplied times 3.
$1 million out there,
In
right?
any coast, it's gonna be way more. So we say,
don't
damn.
include water. Don't include the water.
Bills higher.
Like,
Absolutely.
Like oceanfront.
Oh yeah.
It's
Way higher. So we knew that. So we said, damn. So even when we was planning on moving out there, it was like, shit, we had to get our credit in order. So, I mean, we really started getting at it. You know what I'm saying? Because before that, I didn't care about credit. I didn't have a whole lot of debt. You know what I'm saying? My wife, she had some from old student loans and shit like that. Old vehicles that she had, like she had bought a vehicle and it went to shit and she was like, fuck it. So she had some little credit issues. I didn't have much credit issues. So we was like, look, we had to have our credit plan together. And from the time that we started it to the time, I'm going to say 6 to 8 months, I had my credit up to like a 700. And I'm talking about I started at like a fucking 500, maybe 4 something. I mean, it was bad. And I'm talking about in like less than a year, I had my shit up to almost 700, like 680, almost a 700.
So real quick, can you go into like what steps that you do to kind of get your credit up to where it needed to be?
Man, one thing, I hired a credit person to help me with the shit. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And to say, okay, this is what you got to do. First, you got to get this off. Got to get this off. Nigga, you got to pay your child support on time. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are the things that will pull your score down. Okay. At the time, I was paying my child support, but I was like, you know, shit, fuck them, man. They ain't get that shit when they get that shit. You know what I'm saying? For real. But it was like, hey, pay that shit on time, because child support is one of the biggest, big thing that will pull your score down. You know what I'm saying? If you was a homeowner, pay that mortgage on time. You know what I'm saying? Don't get those 30-day late, 60-day lates on your mortgage. It's like, okay, pay bills on time. Check. Did that. Start paying bills on time. Then these older debts that I had, knock them off. So they said, hey, man, this is how you want to go at it. Knock off your small debts first, because you can get them gone faster. You know what I'm saying? So when you got your list of shit that's on your credit report, in the list from the highest balance to the lowest balance, start knocking them low ones off, because most people can knock them low ones off in a matter of some months. You can have them bitches gone, and now they're reporting paid and off your shit. Then you set up payments on the bigger ones. Pay them on time. I don't care if you tell them you can pay $25 a month. Pay that shit on time. And then when that's knocked off, because you set up a settlement with them or whatever, now that's coming off. And I mean, like I say, less than a year, man, you can have your credit score rocket. 150 points, 200 points when you just do that. I mean, it's a game. Credit is a game, man. They set it up. They set the rules. The rules ain't for us. But if we learn the rules and play by the rules, we can still profit the same way they profit. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. So we got our credit together. So then it was like when we started looking to buy properties, now we move it. You know what I'm saying? Now we move it. Now we're getting decent offers for interest rates. Now we get decent offers for down payments. We was first-time home buyers at the time, so we qualified for the first-time home buyers program. That's another big thing right there. 3% down. You can bring them, son. 3% down on any property. You know what I'm saying? So you talking about $20,000 property. Thank you. There y'all. $20,000 property. I mean, $200,000 property. You get $200,000 property on a first-time home buyer program, 3% down. You know what I'm saying, that you need. So
you didn't get a farmer's loan out here?
No, originally we didn't do a farmer's loan. We did this as a was it a HUD? FHA? It was an FHA. It was an FHA HUD loan we did for when we bought this, which was still only like 3.5% down, 3.5% down. This property, when we looked at it, was $225,000 for the crib, property, everything.
That's beautiful.
You know what I'm saying? Most houses in St. Louis, this house was 1,800 square feet. It was almost 2,000 square feet. You know what I'm saying? For a house in a, you know, depending on the county in St. Louis, for just the house alone was gonna be $200,000. No land, none of that.
Now, what I like about that, the money you spent, you got property that can do something for you.
You can make money.
Make money with it.
Whereas you can, like you said, you spend $250,000 on a house.
That's it.
In a subdivision.
You might be able to get a rental property.
It can't do nothing for you. That's if they allow it.
If they allow it.
If they even allow it, because they rules.
Yeah, that's right.
Are we talking about the county rules?
Yeah,
county
all
rules.
The rules and regulations. You can't. You know, like where I live at, I can't. Like I got a trailer. I can't even leave my trailer outside. I can't have a boat. I can't do none of that.
That's bull.
You know. Now because I'm in unincorporated St. Louis County, yeah, I can have livestock. I can have chicken. I can burn trash, but I can't shoot my backyard.
The shot spot will go off. You know.
Rules, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Rules.
So whereas, like you said, if he wants to lease his land out to somebody for either growing hay or raising their cattle, let's say he ain't got too much time for all that. Somebody else could be doing that. And paying him just to use his land.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, the first year we bought this property, we had to have at least like 3 people come knock on our door. Hey, what you doing with this field? Can I lease your field? But I already knew I was gonna get cattle, so I was like, no. You know what I'm saying? I turned them down. But like you say, man, immediate money opportunities. I could have told them, yep, you can lease my field, you can pay me this much, you need to fertilize it, you need to fix my fences, you know what I'm saying? And I could have made money on it, you know what I'm saying? But I said, I'm gonna make money with cattle.
Up here with a D12, a dozer, something like that, or a logging company, you can sell it.
Absolutely. Yep.
Make more pasture.
Yep.
Now he got more land available.
That's true.
So
there's so many options.
Trust me, I know.
Yeah.
I know. I just like I said, I just ain't pulled the trigger yet, but I know how it's played now.
When you got land, you can do whatever you want to do with it. You know what I'm saying?
The thing about land, how they told me, they ain't making no more.
Right.
That's all they got. They can manufacture everything but land.
Yep.
You know?
That's a bar, right?
So like,
yeah.
With us, as far as trying to move out here, is okay. So when it didn't work out, moving to the West Coast, like I say, as soon as we thought we was moving, wife got pregnant. She say, oh, I want to keep my same OBGYN in St. Louis. So I was like, damn, okay. Right? She got to be comfortable. So I said, well, fuck it, you know, we'll stay around St. Louis. So we started looking around St. Louis. I knew I was still a union carpenter. Most of my work in St. Louis. So I said, shit, I still want to stay within 2 hours of St. Louis. So we just got on the hunt. We got a good realtor, you know what I'm saying? Casey Milton, shout out, she's still a realtor, St. Louis area, black owned, black lady. And she be doing her thing. We got her as a realtor. She started looking for properties for us. I said, we just want to stay within 2 hours of St. Louis. So we was looking in Illinois, we was looking up past Grafton, we was looking south, looking west. You know what I'm saying? And after we had our credit in line, and then we knew we had a pre-approval, another big thing we went through. First, we was trying to go through our bank, Bank of America. I'm going to say this. Fuck Bank of America. Fuck banks, period.
Okay.
Bruh, when you trying to especially get property and real estate, mortgage companies, bruh. Deal with mortgage companies, U.S. Mortgage. If you would be affiliated with the military, USAA Mortgage. You know what I'm saying? Hey, they gonna treat you way better. You're not gonna jump through all these hoops. Man, for a year out of that 2 years we was looking, we was dealing with Bank of America. I'm talking about they had us jumping through hoop after hoop after hoop after hoop. And we like, why do we gotta do all this? They telling us, show us this stuff. I mean, just crazy stuff that we like, why do we gotta keep doing all this crap? And then my one partner, he said, man, who you dealing with? I said, Bank of America. That's who we was banking with at the time for like since 2000. I said, man, we've been with them for 20 years, man. He said, man, what? Bank of America? Fuck them. And yeah, if you're gonna fuck with somebody that's like not a mortgage company, it's a credit union. Man, listen, and then, man, it's a sidetrack. I did my history on banks, and then specifically on Bank of America, bro. Bank of America, one of the most racist banks that's out here, especially their mortgage division. They was the ones that actually got caught with the gentrification scheme that was going on in the early 2000s, like with that 2008 bus.
That's why they got a program called NACA. Bank of America actually funds that program, NACA, where you ain't got to put down payment and all that bullshit.
Because they got caught doing it. And I didn't know none of this at the time. And yeah, Bank of America, man, they scandalous, man. And it's a documentary on YouTube.
You go up to D.C., right here at the White House, like 2 doors down, guess who's there?
I seen them. We were just in D.C. a couple weeks ago. I seen them.
Bank of America, and they've been there since the
beginning.
Of time.
I saw it.
I did not realize it was that deep.
It's super deep.
It's that deep.
I mean, they are the ones.
Basically,
all the little turmoils and everything that this country is getting, they've been right there.
Right there with J.P. Morgan.
So you can't tell me, right? J.P. Morgan.
J.P. Morgan, Bank of
They
America.
didn't have the influence in all of this stuff.
They was the ones trying to keep niggas from getting up, basically coming up.
Even
And when it come down to redlining,
all of that, they were banking pretty much controlled all of them.
they did. They control the presidency.
That's right.
They the ones put presidents into the office. All of that. But so anyway, a whole nother topic. That's why I said this was a sidetrack. But see, after we switched from Bank of America and got went with U.S. Mortgage, man, immediately it was super easy. Man, we got pre-approved, so easy, man. And then it was just like, find what you want. And so now it was just a hunt. You know what I'm saying? Then it was just a hunt. And I mean, we searched and searched and searched. We put in on a property in St. James, Missouri, which was like another, maybe about 20 miles past Bourbon. And we was in on that, and some dude came out and outbid us with a cash offer. So they took his bid. So we was like, damn, and it had 22 acres. 22 acres, but the house was smaller. The house didn't have a basement, so it wouldn't have worked out long term for us. You know what I'm saying? Because me and my wife didn't know we was finna have 4 kids in 5 years. You know what I'm saying? We didn't know that was finna happen. So this house worked out better for us.
Your chickens and stuff, man. You like
we blew up. We blew up.
How do they work with the chickens? Because you know, real time. So when you bought the chickens, because I heard like you get like 10 chickens, like in the year you got like a ton more.
If you got a rooster.
With the rooster, right.
We didn't get a rooster on purpose. You know what I'm saying? We just only wanted hens just to lay eggs.
So you got the eggs. Okay.
We got the chickens that was high on laying eggs. Like they got certain chickens that say these are better meat birds because they produce bigger chickens for meat. If you want to lay eggs, these breed of chickens, they can lay X amount of eggs per day or per year. You know what I'm saying? So we went with the egg laying chickens. So they lay at least 1 egg a day. You know what I'm saying? Some of them lay 2 eggs a day. So we bought 12 chickens out the gate. You know what I'm saying? And they take about 3 to 4 months before they start laying eggs. But after that 3 to 4 months, we was getting a dozen of eggs every day. You know what I'm saying? And they did good. Our first run of chickens went flawless. You know, foxes wasn't eating our chickens. None of them was dying. Because they typical rule is however many chickens you want to have, get twice as many. Because for some reason, chickens, they might die. Whether a predator gets them, a hawk, foxes, whatever, coons, or if they just get some weird disease and they die. They said, so if you want 12, get 24. Well, we got 12 saying, well, we'll keep 6. Shit, we still kept 12. All 12 of them did good. We only recently kind of started losing them. Foxes around that I couldn't shoot. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that was getting them. You know what I'm saying? But that was the first set of 12.
That's what you got to think about the dog breeds, you know.
To protect it.
Yeah.
And for some reason, we got pit bull. They love chickens. So we like, shit, we can't. Yeah, man, this ain't
working out.
You see all the wood around the chicken coop? That's because the dog. Because the dog kept breaking in the chicken coop. So we was like, shit, and we had to.
That's his dinner.
You hear me? But it was weird because she would break into the chicken coop, but wouldn't kill the chickens.
Okay.
I don't know if it's because they was too fast and they was going in the coop. And the dog couldn't get up in the coop with it, but for some reason, the dog never killed the chicken. She just kept busting our chicken wire open, so we was mad at her for that. So we got to patch it up. After we kept patching it with chicken wire, we eventually said, fuck this, we just finna put plywood out here on the bottom to keep the dog out, you know what I'm saying? But it was always foxes. I think maybe one time a raven or a hawk kind of got one of our chickens because you always see them flying around.
I've seen them driving up in this motherfucker.
They'll swoop down.
They see something.
Grab a chicken, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man.
Even in the country.
Country
predators. Yeah, motherfucking dangerous.
Ron, I appreciate you sharing this knowledge.
Yeah, that's a fact, bro.
Absolutely. That's what we got to do.
Hospitality, having out here. That's what's up.
This is what we got to do. I feel it's my debt, you know what I'm saying? To anybody that aspires to come out here. I have people all the time that come out here and they say, man, this is lovely, man. How do you do this, man? I'll teach you. I'll tell you everything I did to do it. You know what I'm saying? Every step I went through to do this.
We got it. Yeah.
Anywhere out here, or you can go in the house to the bathroom.
Good. Don't you have no problem with
Yeah,
it. I go
anywhere
outside.
shit.
All right.
Around,
I'm good. I got it covered.
Juice on them burgers, though.
I got it. No, I got some hands. Juice on the burgers. No, you need water, my brother. This is for you. You need water, my brother.
Yeah, any of this water,
What
all
hose
my
that?
water,
The
I
hose
got
right
my
there?
own well. My well pump right there under that little can. Shit, my water comes from 400 feet under us. So all this water is pure well water around here.
Okay.
Pure well water. Shit, I got my own water. I got my own septic tank. Right, that's where all that dirt is. That's a story right there. Shit, maybe a year and a half ago. Man, my shit. No, I was walking across the grass, and the grass kept being wet right here. What the fuck is this water from? And then maybe less than a week later, on the inside of the house, out the wall, where the main goes through the wall to come out here, water started coming out the wall. I said, oh shit. I got pictures and videos. Me and my 13-year-old son. Long story short, we ended up digging this shit and found that there was a break in the water main coming from the house to the septic tank. And we ended up digging up 20 feet from the house to the septic tank, dug all the septic tank up. It's only about 5 feet deep. Shit, that's about 5 feet deep in there. Yeah, all that digging. This me and my son. We ain't had no excavator. We digging with 2 shovels. All this shit, 5 feet deep, maybe 2 feet wide, 2 or 2.5 feet wide, from about right at the house all the way to the septic tank. So first we said, damn, we found the break in it. I repaired the pipe. You know what I'm saying? Now, when I first found the problem out, I called. The plumbers was saying it's gonna break anywhere from about $3,500 to about $7 grand, depending on what we find. Shit. They said, but if you dig up the shit ourselves, it'll be lower to maybe $1,500 to $3 grand. I'm like, all right, well that's what I told son. We finna go dug that shit up. You know what I'm saying? We dug the shit up, and by the time we dug it up, and I saw where the pipe was broken, I'm like, man, we can fix this shit. That ain't nothing. We ended up fixing that shit. But then in the meantime, we fixed all the piping. Put new pipe in there, this and that, Schedule 40 pipe, going to the septic tank. And we tested the house shit, it still wasn't draining properly. So I called, I had a company come, they say, maybe, I had a couple neighbors, they say, maybe your septic tank is clogged up. Knowing the previous neighbors, they was white trash. They say, maybe they never, ever got the septic tank pumped. So we had it pumped out. I don't remember what that cost, maybe $1 grand or so. You know what I'm saying? Had a company come, lift that, and that's a big ass cement cap on our septic tank. It's an old septic tank, so we got a big ass cement cap on it. They had to bring this machine out, lift that bitch up, and then they pump that shit out. And then it still wasn't draining all the way right. What's going on? And then my one neighbor across the road burned. An old white man, about 70-something years old. Coolest white man around this motherfucker, man. He was the sheriff in Sullivan for 30 years. You know what I'm saying? So I said, I know he had to be in there with the Klan. You know what I'm saying? But he looked out for me like his own son. Man, he said, he coming over and we talking through it. He said, you know what? I bet your runoff for the septic tank.
Not the Marty, but some black people.
Yeah, that's my cousin. He said, I bet your runoff for the septic tank is probably clogged on the other end. He said, where's your runoff? But no, I called the previous owner. Hey man, I got this problem. Where's the runoff? He said, it's in the woods. He said, if you go right in the woods, probably 20 feet from the corner of the woods, you should find the runoff. I couldn't find it. So he came out here, helped me find it, and we walked around. He said, well, the ground is wet over here, so I know it's over here somewhere. The previous owner owned this property for 15 years. He didn't take care of this property good. But what happened is dirt had ended up covering and clogging up the other end of the runoff. So we found the end of the runoff, which is in the woods. cleared that shit off, all shitty water come running out of that motherfucker because it was clogged up in there from the pipe clogging up. That shit just started running off. Boom, there's your problem. Now the thing is with the septic tank, the septic will hold all your shit down in there, and it'll process, like it'll keep it down, all that bacteria shit, and it'll stay down in there, and it'll clear off. It'll only go to the runoff if you really run a whole lot of fucking water in the house. Everybody taking a shower for 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? And flushing the toilet at one time, it'll fill that whole thing up with water, and the extra water will run off. But your shit or whatever will settle down in there, and it'll just process, you know, the bacteria and shit, and it'll clear that shit up over time. You know what I'm saying? And so my neighbor helped me clear that. Boom, we got that shit cleared, and we built this shit back in. But I saved myself probably $7 to $10 grand that it would have cost that whole process. Me and my son did that shit on ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And it was a hell of a fucking job. From our basement, we had to pull the fucking flooring up in my master suite and pull the flooring up in the master suite to get to it. This is when we were trying to diagnose where the problem is. We dug all that shit up. We like, damn, it was a broke spot there. We fixed that spot. Then it was still clogged up. That's when we had to jump outside. Then we dug this shit up. We found all through here it was broke. Man, and we did that shit. I said, well, I'm a certified plumber now. You know what I'm saying? Right. Man, it's crazy, man. But like you say, we learn how to do this shit as we go. Learn how to do this shit, man. You know how you up and down, bro. But you always at the end of the day, bro. Yep. Beautiful property, man, bro. Definitely appreciate you inviting us out here, man. Absolutely, like straight peaceful, bro. Like I told him, you come straight out here, not just ready to exhale. You know what I'm saying? Just, meditation out here. Man, if y'all here at nighttime, still watch how many stars you see out here, bro. Ooh. It's different. You see shooting stars and shit. Like, golly. Yahoo! What up, Bob? My cousin Tom, no? Yeah. Hey, introducing me to Big. Come on, man. I just try to introduce you to Big. Okay, he remember you? Yeah. Yeah, man. I know that, no, man. That's live right there. That's my cousin Tom. He said it right there. Probably will find a few niggas to talk today. Right. We building on up, baby. We coming up. What you got, bro? No chicken wings. Yeah, warm them shit up. They sit out of my back, so they look at me. Y'all look whenever y'all. This shit even refrigerated, nigga. It came out refrigerated. And an air conditioned car driver here. Yeah, it's gonna be a minute. Is it rolling for one of these on the grill? My birthday party out here, man. Come on out here. Last one of my sons did a snowman party. Damn. That's beautiful. So like, how are the roads in wintertime? Can you really make moves out here, or you know what? You kind of snowed in. Because we right off Highway 6, it ain't bad. because they make sure that this highway sees pretty quick. Because that's a main highway out here where big 18-wheelers come through. From way over that way coming down to get to 44. So because we right here, we be pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but if you stay the mile down that way, you might be snowed in for a few days. Yeah. But because we right here, we pretty good. Yes, sir.